Good morning. It's January the 17th, 2018, and we've had a huge stock market recovery overnight. It stopped, so at where it could stop, but it looks like we haven't. Going to start the day with wondering if we have just a one-day sell-off, or is this a rally to be sold? And that will unfold as the day progresses. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit losses similar to those shown. Well, equities are higher in China, Hong Kong, and the U.S. They were lower in Japan, the U.K., and the EU. The U.S. financial markets, equity markets lead. If the U.S. market comes roaring back today after about a 40-point correction yesterday, then I would say that globally we'll see buying follow us around the globe overnight. And the rally's back intact. The inverse relationship is working overnight. When the inverse relationship between treasuries and equities gets into the day session, it usually works for the first couple of hours if it works at all, but then after that they will separate. So right now you can see, looking at the market, just eyeballing it right here, we've got a great big B. The top of the B is basically 2304.08. The bottom of the B is we'll make it 22 to 19. And you can see that 122.20, if that comes out, we're making new lows. So we're in a bracket. We have pretty good support starting at, say, 22.23. We're going to have pretty good resistance starting out at 28 on the way back up. So we're in a bracketed market, but longer term, we're in a downtrend. Why? Because the Fed's raising interest rates. Okay, the selling started in Asia. Right there at the opening. We did have a little move out of the middle. If I were to put this, fold that back in, C would be the longest line of letters, so that's why you see a C split right there. So first sells 27 to 31, 3 to 7 sell 2. On the buy side, I think we're headed a little lower. I think we can get stops below 23. So we'll make 17 to 21, buy 1, put a question mark at 24, and then 9 to 13, buy 2. We have news that can change and move the markets. IP up 0.4. Manufacturing IP up 0.3. Capacity utilization 77.3. Housing market index 73. And the beige book. And the beige book will be scrutinized to see how the Fed's 12 regions are performing economically and what the growth outlook is for those 12 regions. How broad is a growth pattern? The focus will be industrial production, and the beige book, which comes later, direction of the Emini, will be the two biggest factors. Looking at the bond, $24.28, number one. Well, let's make it 20 to 24, number one. Sell 27s to 31s. Sell 1. Sell 3 to 7. On the buy side, the low's 14, the low's 12, so 12 to 16 will be number one. 5 to 9, buy 1. 29 to 01, buy 2. Gold's off a little bit, or it was when I looked at it earlier this morning. The cryptocurrencies are off too. There was a little rebound yesterday afternoon after the stock market closed, but the selling has resumed overnight. And so we've got a seller mathematically at 1341. Probably 1342.50, 1345 is where the seller is. I'm guessing 25 is probably the best support. Definitely have a B working right now, but we do have higher lows. Had a double test here. There's the Frankfurt low at 33.30. So get a retest of this morning's low. So 31 to 33 by 1. And we'll make 25, 27 by 2. On the sell side, 37, let's make it 38 to 40. Try to pick up, get close to the value area high, then 43 to 45. The euro has been very, very, very strong. And we have rejected prices above 23.50, which was our number 2 sell point yesterday. So you can see clear rejection up there. And the market has started to trade lower. And the high was set on the Globex, lower high in Asia. The currency markets start in London, so you can see right here that the 22.90 to 123 even is probably pretty stout resistance. We're currently at 52, so first sell is going to be 75. Second sell is going to be 90 to the buck. We'll make stops beneath those lows, so 25 to 35 by 1. And 122 even by 2. Fitz sent me an article this morning saying that the Carillion failure of that construction company, and haven't really seen a very good explanation for it, other than the fact that they were debt-ridden and overextended. I know, well, duh. But he said that will spill through to other industry in the chain, or the suppliers. And what a lot of people don't know about the construction business is that a lot of the credit that contractors and construction companies use come from their suppliers. They'll buy goods on materials, don't have to pay for them 90, 120, or they really ride them like some companies do, ride them forever. So if they went down, some of their suppliers are going to really be in a financial pinch also. Okay, crude oil, the London high was 63.87, so we've got a seller 75 to the buck. Didn't see any more on the Turkish invasion of Syria. And 64 and a quarter, 64.50. On the buy side, I'd like to think that we could buy the buck to a quarter, but we haven't gotten down there. So we'll start off at 63, 63 and a quarter. And we'll put a question at 50. And then 62.50, 75. And everybody's favorite contract, the E-mini. Isn't it nice when the E-mini sells how easy it is to make money? And when you have a two-sided market and you interject uncertainty into it, it becomes an easier game to play. This is a holiday right up here, so 95, and we're very, very close to it, is going to be our first resistance. You can see I've got an F period high at 98, a G period high at 96, and H period high at 94. So this 94 to 98 is pretty stout resistance. So 94, 96, sell 1, 99.01, sell 2. And it just really becomes a question of the 27.95, 2800 hold. Right now it's trying to trade higher, but we are structurally at resistance. We've got this basically 95 to 2800 is where resistance is. On the support side, we've got this high here like we talked about yesterday, 88.89. We've got the London low right here at 84. Last rotate down in S period stopped at 87. They broke it out above the London high right here at 89. So 88 to 90, buy one, pretty aggressive. And then 83.85, buy two. Industrial production up 0.4. Manufacturing production up 0.3. Capacity utilization 77.3. Housing market index 73. In the beige book. We'll just make that B squared. Focus, industrial production, beige book, technical resistance 95 to the buck. Take a bit to get everything up and posted. Going to get busy with that. Back with you as soon as possible.